Well, let's take a look at this cool trig problem in section 1.4. It's asking us to find the exact value of the sine of pi over 12. As you know, that's not one of our common angles that we're supposed to be familiar with on the unit circle, but it is half of one of the common angles that we are supposed to be familiar with. Thus, we can still find it using the half angle identity. So if I want to find the sine of pi over 12, I'm going to use the half angle identity that the sine of theta over 2 is equal to the positive or negative square root of 1 minus cosine theta over 2. So then I can say to attack this problem, sine of pi over 12 is the sine of pi over 6 divided by 2. Now, in this case, I don't want the positive negative square root because the sine of pi over 12 is not plus or minus. It's only positive. Since we know pi over 12 is an angle in quadrant 1, we know it's only positive. So I can say I only need the positive square root of my possible answer. And then I go in and plug in the rest of it. 1 minus the cosine of pi over 6, all divided by 2. The cosine of pi over 6 is the square root of 3 over 2. So I plug that in the next step. And then to go from this step to this step, I wanted to simplify. So I said I can combine those fractions in the numerator if I get a common denominator. 1 is the same thing as 2 over 2. And then when I get that common denominator, my numerator can be written as 2 minus the root of 3 over 2. But then all of that is also divided by another factor of 2. So I really have 2 minus the root of 3 divided by 2 times 2, which gave me a 4. And then for my final step in the simplification, I said, well, okay, I have to leave that square root around the numerator. No way to simplify that. But we know that the square root of 4 comes out to be 2. That should be that problem. It's a little tricky dealing with the half angle identity. If I ever gave anything like that on a test, I would give you the half angle identity and just expect you to be able to use it. You would not have to know that from memory.